Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem to each and all. Kulla amin wa antum bi khair. May you be filled with blessings. And so far, inshallah, you have been filling up your time and your energy with the waves that Ramadan comes with. With that, the South African National Zakah Fund is engaging with all of you in your homes, from our home to your home, with an exciting podcast, and that is called Haya. So, welcome to Podcast Haya. I am Bashira Hindus Khamildin, and I am joining this particular episode with my colleague, and that is Muhammad Ous. Ahlan wa sahlan. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bashira. Indeed, very exciting to be here today. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Always subhanAllah, I think it's very important, just quickly before I dive into how we got to where we are right now. We were thinking at SANZAF, okay, so alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, through over the last couple of years, we've been engaging with our people through little short live segments, what's happening on the ground, what is happening in-house, and alhamdulillah we have successfully been a part of different set of series. We have this great series called The Quran and Its People, which was beautifully hosted by Sheikh Ismail Lund, very dear Sheikh across South Africa and around the world, mashallah. And then and myself, I was a part of the female sector of that show. And then we have a very great show called Born with Purpose. And alhamdulillah, Sheikh Ismail also directs a show, and he gets to speak to individuals that's really very much elderly in our community, and they get to share their life journey, the cracks of it, But at Podcast Haya, we thought, okay, what can we do that can grow with SANZAF? Mashallah, we've been celebrating 50 years.
MashaAllah. No, alhamdulillah, I think it's amazing. Podcast Haya, something very, very dynamic, something young, something new, something fresh. So if you look at, sneak peek, if you look at the kind of guests that we're going to have, each season will be unique in its own way. And I think that is something to look forward to from the perspective of people that work, with and for the organization, to people that know nothing much about zakah, about the pillar of Islam. I think the two of us have our work cut out, for podcast.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very excited because this is season 1. Yes, we are launching in the month of Ramadan. So it will be there so people can engage throughout the year, inshallah, and encourage us to kind of, do season 2, 3, but also to have create a space for people to share not just their life journey. We want people to share what's happening to them in the now, and being inspired by them in their life, in terms of what they are connecting with, what they are busy with, what their struggles are, how they overcame that, So I do know when Haj Shafi, he spoke to me and he said, Bashira, how can we make podcast Haya come to life? And he said, okay, who are we going to get on board? And I was like, I'm excited. That's the start. And then we said, okay, Ous, Muhammad Ous, are you willing? And you are very excited to be a part of it as well. So when we told you about the guest that's going to be on, what was your initial thoughts?
So look, like you mentioned, we have quite a few series that we had already, So thinking about how this can be unique, how this can be different. What got me excited initially, right, was when I saw a few of the names that were on the table. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to ask them the questions. Because at SANZAF, we're very strict with ourselves first. And we're accountable to and for. And if you look at the people that we're having, some big names in terms of the SANZAF family, and those are the people most often that we report to. And not only we're reporting to, we seek to them for guidance and so on when making decisions, but the opportunity for us to question them and to get to know them, get to know what makes them tick, get that bit of history. I think that's what piqued my interest, at the very beginning. I'll give you one name, just one.
Okay.
So when I saw the name Abdul Karim Buranuddin, first thing came to mind, he's not going to do it. That's so fun. No disrespect. He's not going to do it. He's not a camera guy,
Okay.
I don't know if I can get it. So that's what, it's those types of engagements that I'm looking forward to really, you know, and conversations,
Yes.
because there's a wealth of knowledge. And I think that's one thing that we want to get from podcast here is that exchange of that wealth of information and experience, you know, bridging that gap between, you know, us very young people, you know, with the older generation, alhamdulillah.
Oh, so that's a wrap up for me. Any last thoughts that you want to leave our viewers with to make sure that they plugging into every episode? It's not a lot. It's about 5 episodes, alhamdulillah, for the season.
Yes, I think it's not very long episodes. It's, we're not going to keep you for an hour and a half or longer. You know, it's very short, powerful, succinct, impactful, and that's what we're looking for. I want to encourage not just for everyone to watch the podcast and to listen and to take of that. Those jewels and the gems that we're going to uncover. But like you've mentioned, if there are people that we can identify, you know, that may not be a person that is camera happy, you know, worried about their good side. It's all about learning. I think that's the goal for us. It's about learning. It's about people who have went through their journey, where they are now, but how it took them in, and they have this blueprint and they're willing to share that with other people, you know, because it's easier to do something once you know it's been done already, you know? And if you have someone of experience that can show you or guide you, this is the space, you know. So inshallah, very exciting.
Jazakallah khair. And I think with a reminder to leave everybody with a reminder. What is our tagline? Generosity feeds souls, right?
That's it.
So it's about this month. It's a month of generosity. It's a month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted us to be alive in this particular month, and at the same time, it's a reminder of the journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the simplicitness that comes with that. So at SANZAF, we believe in simplicity. We believe that a little goes very, very far. We do believe that with an intention or a pure intention, you can conquer all. So please, inshallah ta'ala, be a part of our family by supporting us, by watching this podcast, by sharing the love on podcast Haya, and definitely engaging us with guests that can be a part of the show, inshallah ta'ala. And age does not matter. If you have a little girl that is 7 years old and she has something exciting to share, then please get her with us, in touch with us, so that we can share her smile and her energy and her story. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So from the home of SANZAF and everybody that has been supporting this beautiful series, what would like to say Jazakumullah khair for allowing us to be able to take the space and grow with all of you, and allowing us to be a part as hosties on the show going forward. And we look forward to many, many, many more, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.